Have you ever felt like you're doing everything right, yet success still seems just out of reach? You wake up every day with good intentions, but by the end of the week, nothing's changed. The goals you set seem too far away, and the obstacles feel like they just keep piling up. You're not alone. So many people struggle with this feeling, stuck in the cycle of effort without progress. The truth is, the missing link isn't more information or better plans, it's consistency, action, and the unwavering belief that change is possible. If you've ever felt frustrated or defeated by your lack of progress, this is the wake-up call you need. It's time to break free from the cycle and discover the power of daily action combined with hope and perseverance. Let's dive into how you can transform your life by listening to the right message, staying consistent, and taking action every single day. Practical advice on personal development starts with understanding that growth is a continuous, lifelong journey. It's not something you do once and then forget about, it's something you commit to every day. Start by setting specific goals for yourself. These goals should be meaningful and aligned with your values. For example, if you want to become a better communicator, set a goal to read a book on communication skills or practice speaking in front of an audience regularly. If your goal is to improve your health, start by incorporating exercise into your daily routine, even if it's just for 10 minutes a day. Small, consistent actions are the foundation of personal development. Don't try to overhaul everything at once, focus on one area of your life and make incremental improvements over time. Each small step you take builds momentum and adds up to significant growth. Another essential aspect of personal development is self-reflection. It's important to take the time to assess your strengths and weaknesses and identify areas where you need to improve. Ask yourself, what is holding you back? What are the habits or mindsets that need to change in order for you to move forward? Reflecting on your life allows you to gain clarity and direction, helping you focus on what matters most. Personal development is about becoming aware of who you are, where you're going, and how you can become the best version of yourself. Once you have clarity, you can set your intentions and align your actions with your goals. Moreover, personal development requires you to embrace challenges and setbacks. It's not always an easy path, and you will face obstacles along the way. However, it's important to see these challenges as opportunities for growth. Every failure, every difficulty, is a chance to learn something new about yourself and your capabilities. As Jim Rohn once said, "Don't wish it were easier. Wish you were better." Instead of looking for shortcuts or avoiding discomfort, focus on improving your skills and mindset. The more challenges you face and overcome, the more you will grow and the more capable you will become. The key to success in personal development is to remain committed, persistent, and open to learning. In addition to setting goals and reflecting on your progress, you must also make a habit of seeking inspiration from others. Surround yourself with people who challenge and inspire you, whether through books, podcasts, mentors, or supportive friends and colleagues. The people you associate with have a significant influence on your personal development. Being around individuals who are also committed to growth can motivate you to stay on track and inspire you to reach higher levels of success. Furthermore, reading books, attending seminars, and seeking new experiences can expand your knowledge and expose you to different perspectives, all of which contribute to your development. Personal development is not something you do in isolation, it's a journey that benefits from the input and support of others. Ultimately, the importance of personal development lies in its ability to help you create the life you want. It equips you with the tools to build resilience, improve your mindset, and achieve your goals. It's the key to unlocking your full potential and living a life that is both successful and fulfilling. As you commit to personal development, you begin to understand that growth is not an event, it's a process. And by consistently investing in yourself, you'll find that the results are not only visible in the achievements you reach but in the person you become along the way. Belief is one of the most powerful forces in our lives, as it dictates not only what we achieve but also how we approach challenges, opportunities, and setbacks. Your beliefs shape your thoughts, which influence your actions, and ultimately determine the results you experience. If you believe you're capable of achieving something, you're far more likely to take the necessary steps to make it happen. On the other hand, if you doubt your abilities or believe that success is beyond your reach, you may subconsciously sabotage your efforts, preventing you from reaching your potential. The power of belief lies in its ability to transform the way we see ourselves and the world around us. When you have faith in your abilities and trust that you can overcome obstacles, you unlock a vast amount of untapped potential within yourself. Without belief, however, even the best plans and strategies will fall short, as doubt and fear take over, leading to procrastination and inaction. The science of belief reveals just how profound its impact is on our lives. Research in the field of psychology, particularly the work of Dr. Carol Dweck, has shown that individuals who possess a growth mindset, the belief that abilities and intelligence can be developed, are far more likely to succeed than those with a fixed mindset, who believe their abilities are static and cannot be changed. Dweck's research suggests that when people believe they can grow and improve, they are more resilient in the face of setbacks and more motivated to keep learning and pushing forward. This belief in growth leads to greater effort, persistence, and ultimately, achievement. Furthermore, studies have shown that belief can even affect our physical health. In a study conducted by Dr. Ellen Langer at Harvard University, participants who were told that they were taking part in a study to improve their health experienced improvements in their well-being simply because they believed they were engaging in an activity that would make them healthier. This demonstrates that our beliefs not only affect our behavior and emotions but can even influence our physical state, further proving the power that belief holds. When it comes to applying the power of belief to our lives, the first step is to recognize the thoughts and beliefs that may be holding us back. Often, these are beliefs we've internalized over time from our upbringing, society, or past experiences. For example, you might believe that you're not good enough to start a business or that you don't have what it takes to become successful. These beliefs can create mental barriers that prevent you from taking the necessary actions to pursue your goals. To change this, the first thing you must do is identify and challenge these limiting beliefs. Ask yourself, where do these beliefs come from? Are they based on facts or assumptions? What evidence do I have that contradicts these beliefs? By challenging and reframing negative beliefs, you begin to shift your mindset toward one of possibility and growth. Remember that belief is not about blindly thinking everything will work out, it's about cultivating confidence in your ability to adapt, learn, and overcome obstacles along the way. To strengthen your belief in yourself, start by celebrating small wins. Every time you achieve something, no matter how small it may seem, acknowledge your success and use it as. When it comes to applying the power of belief to our lives, the first step is to recognize the thoughts and beliefs that may be holding us back. Often, these are beliefs we've internalized over time from our upbringing, society, or past experiences. For example, you might believe that you're not good enough to start a business or that you don't have what it takes to become successful. These beliefs can create mental barriers that prevent you from taking the necessary actions to pursue your goals. To change this, the first thing you must do is identify and challenge these limiting beliefs. Ask yourself, where do these beliefs come from? Are they based on facts or assumptions? What evidence do I have that contradicts these beliefs? By challenging and reframing negative beliefs, you begin to shift your mindset toward one of possibility and growth. Remember that belief is not about blindly thinking everything will work out, it's about cultivating confidence in your ability to adapt, learn, and overcome obstacles along the way. To strengthen your belief in yourself, start by celebrating small wins. Every time you achieve something, no matter how small it may seem, acknowledge your success and use it as. Another crucial aspect of the power of belief is self-talk. The way we talk to ourselves has a significant impact on our mindset. If you're constantly telling yourself, I can't do this, or this is too hard, you're reinforcing limiting beliefs that will hold you back. However, if you replace these negative thoughts with affirmations like, I am capable, or I can handle this challenge, you begin to rewire your brain to adopt a more positive and empowering mindset. The language you use with yourself has the power to either lift you up or drag you down, so it's essential to make a conscious effort to speak positively and affirmatively to yourself. Believing in your potential isn't about being arrogant or overconfident, it's about having faith in your capacity to grow, learn, and overcome challenges. By shifting your self-talk and focusing on what's possible rather than what's impossible, you set the stage for greater success. The power of belief is further magnified when you align your actions with your beliefs. It's not enough to simply believe in your potential, you must also take consistent, aligned action toward your goals. When you believe that success is possible, you'll naturally take the steps needed to make it happen. Even when things get tough, belief acts as a driving force, helping you persevere and stay committed to your path. The more action you take, the more you reinforce your belief, creating a positive feedback loop that propels you toward greater success. Rohn once said, the greatest gift you can give yourself is the belief that you can succeed. It's true, believing in yourself opens the door to new possibilities and creates the momentum needed to turn your dreams into reality. As you continue to build your belief and align it with your actions, you'll find that you become more resilient, more motivated, and more confident in your ability to overcome any obstacle in your path. In conclusion, the power of belief is undeniable. It has the potential to shape your life in profound ways by influencing your thoughts, actions, and outcomes. By challenging limiting beliefs, celebrating small wins, practicing positive self-talk, and taking aligned action, you can cultivate a powerful belief in yourself that will propel you toward success. The journey of personal growth and achievement begins with the simple yet powerful act of believing in yourself, and when you do, you'll be amazed at how much you're capable of achieving. Habits are not just small actions that we take every day, they are the driving forces that shape the course of our lives. The reality is that the quality of our lives is determined by the quality of our habits. If we neglect to develop good habits, we often find ourselves drifting, lacking direction, and struggling to make meaningful progress. On the other hand, when we take the time and effort to cultivate positive habits, we begin to unlock the potential for change, growth, and success. Without good habits, it's easy to feel overwhelmed and unproductive. We might find ourselves wasting time or being trapped in patterns that don't serve us. Imagine, for instance, someone who struggles with poor time management. They wake up late, miss important deadlines, and fall behind on their personal goals. Over time, this person will begin to feel as though they are in a perpetual state of catch-up, with no real sense of progress. This happens because bad habits, such as procrastination or neglecting self-care, compound and create a life of frustration and dissatisfaction. However, the power of habits lies in their ability to compound in a positive direction as well. When you consistently engage in behaviors that contribute to your well-being, success, and growth, you will begin to see gradual improvements. Habits such as reading every day, exercising regularly, practicing gratitude, and focusing on positive self-talk can ultimately lead to life-altering transformations. Taking responsibility is a key element in shaping the direction of your life. It's about owning your actions, decisions, and the consequences that come with them, whether they are positive or negative. When you take responsibility, you acknowledge that you have control over your own life and that the results you experience are directly influenced by your choices. On the other hand, if you avoid responsibility, you essentially give away your power. You begin to blame external factors, like other people or circumstances, for your situation, which can prevent you from taking proactive steps to change or improve your life. People who fail to take responsibility often find themselves stuck in a cycle of excuses, rationalizations, and self-pity. They may feel that life is unfair, but by constantly shifting the blame, they miss the opportunity to learn, grow, and take action. It's important to recognize that your life is the product of your decisions, and when you take ownership of those decisions, you unlock the power to transform your situation. Taking responsibility is a key element in shaping the direction of your life. It's about owning your actions, decisions, and the consequences that come with them, whether they are positive or negative. When you take responsibility, you acknowledge that you have control over your own life and that the results you experience are directly influenced by your choices. On the other hand, if you avoid responsibility, you essentially give away your power. You begin to blame external factors, like other people or circumstances, for your situation, which can prevent you from taking proactive steps to change or improve your life. People who fail to take responsibility often find themselves stuck in a cycle of excuses, rationalizations, and self-pity. They may feel that life is unfair, but by constantly shifting the blame, they miss the opportunity to learn, grow, and take action. It's important to recognize that your life is the product of your decisions, and when you take ownership of those decisions, you unlock the power to transform your situation. Practical advice on taking responsibility begins with recognizing that, no matter what happens to you, you have the power to choose how to respond. Life will throw challenges your way, it's inevitable. But how you react to those challenges is entirely within your control. When you choose to take responsibility, you stop blaming others for your problems and start asking yourself, what can I do to change this? This mindset shift is critical because it helps you focus on solutions rather than dwelling on problems. For example, if you're struggling with your career, instead of blaming your boss or the economy, take responsibility by assessing your own actions. Are you seeking out opportunities for growth? Are you honing new skills? Are you doing everything you can to advance in your role? Taking responsibility means looking inward, reflecting on your actions, and identifying areas where you can improve. When you take this approach, you stop feeling like a victim of your circumstances and start taking actionable steps toward your goals. Practical advice on taking responsibility begins with recognizing that, no matter what happens to you, you have the power to choose how to respond. Life will throw challenges your way, it's inevitable. But how you react to those challenges is entirely within your control. When you choose to take responsibility, you stop blaming others for your problems and start asking yourself, what can I do to change this? This mindset shift is critical because it helps you focus on solutions rather than dwelling on problems. For example, if you're struggling with your career, instead of blaming your boss or the economy, Take responsibility by assessing your own actions. Are you seeking out opportunities for growth? Are you honing new skills? Are you doing everything you can to advance in your role? Taking responsibility means looking inward, reflecting on your actions, and identifying areas where you can improve. When you take this approach, you stop feeling like a victim of your circumstances and start taking actionable steps toward your goals. You begin to recognize patterns in your behavior and how they affect the outcomes you experience. Over time, this awareness enables you to make better decisions and take more deliberate actions. Taking responsibility forces you to stop making excuses, which is a necessary step in personal development. When you accept full responsibility for your life, you stop waiting for others to change or for the perfect circumstances to arise. Instead, you take the initiative to make changes yourself. You begin to realize that success is not about waiting for things to be just right, it's about taking control of your life and making progress regardless of the situation. A key part of taking responsibility is also accepting that success doesn't happen overnight, it's a result of consistent, deliberate actions over time. Many people give up too soon because they don't see immediate results. However, when you take responsibility for your journey, you understand that every small step you take is a part of the larger process. Rohn once said, "Success is the natural consequence of consistently applying basic fundamentals." By staying committed to your goals and consistently taking responsibility for your actions, you build momentum that leads to long-term success. The journey may not always be easy, but when you take responsibility, you become more resilient and better equipped to handle setbacks and challenges. Furthermore, when you take responsibility, you create a sense of ownership in your life. This ownership breeds motivation, because you recognize that your success is directly tied to the effort you put in. You stop looking for shortcuts or quick fixes and instead focus on building the habits, skills, and mindset that will carry you to your desired outcome. Whether it's improving your health, advancing in your career, or achieving personal goals, taking responsibility is the first step in the process of transformation. The more responsibility you take, the more empowered you become. You no longer wait for circumstances to change, you create the change yourself. By staying committed to your goals and consistently taking responsibility for your actions, you build momentum that leads to long-term success. The journey may not always be easy, but when you take responsibility, you become more resilient and better equipped to handle setbacks and challenges. Furthermore, when you take responsibility, you create a sense of ownership in your life. This ownership breeds motivation, because you recognize that your success is directly tied to the effort you put in. You stop looking for shortcuts or quick fixes and instead focus on building the habits, skills, and mindset that will carry you to your desired outcome. Whether it's improving your health, advancing in your career, or achieving personal goals, taking responsibility is the first step in the process of transformation. The more responsibility you take, the more empowered you become. You no longer wait for circumstances to change, you create the change yourself. Goal setting is the cornerstone of personal and professional achievement. It's the process of identifying what you want to accomplish and then devising a plan to make it happen. Without clear goals, it's easy to drift through life without a sense of direction, feeling lost or unsure of where you're headed. When you set goals, you give yourself a target to aim for, and this clarity helps you stay focused and motivated. Goals provide the structure you need to turn your dreams into reality. But goal setting alone is not enough. The true power of goals lies in the actions you take toward achieving them. It's not about setting lofty aspirations, it's about breaking those aspirations down into actionable steps and consistently working toward them. Without action, goals remain nothing more than wishes. Success is achieved when you combine the power of clear goal setting with a relentless commitment to taking consistent action every day. The science behind goal setting shows just how important it is for achieving success. Research from Dr. Edwin A. Locke, a leading figure in goal-setting theory, indicates that setting specific and challenging goals leads to higher performance than setting vague or easy ones. According to Dr. Locke's research, goals that are specific and measurable, such as "I want to lose 20 pounds in 6 months" rather than "I want to get in better shape," are much more likely to be achieved. Specific goals provide clear direction and purpose, helping you understand exactly what you need to do to succeed. This aligns with a study from Dominican University, which found that people who write down their goals and share them with others are 42% more likely to achieve them than those who don't. The act of writing goals down and creating a plan forces you to focus your energy and attention on the steps necessary to reach your desired outcome. Setting goals is not just about envisioning success, it's about outlining a practical roadmap and taking action to get there. But while goal setting is crucial, it's equally important to understand the role of action in the process. Research on productivity has shown that one of the main reasons people fail to achieve their goals is because they procrastinate or fail to act consistently. The science behind goal setting shows just how important it is for achieving success. Research from Dr. Edwin A. Locke, a leading figure in goal-setting theory, indicates that setting specific and challenging goals leads to higher performance than setting vague or easy ones. According to Dr. Locke's research, goals that are specific and measurable, such as I want to lose 20 pounds in 6 months rather than I want to get in better shape, are much more likely to be achieved. Specific goals provide clear direction and purpose, helping you understand exactly what you need to do to succeed. This aligns with a study from Dominican University, which found that people who write down their goals and share them with others are 42% more likely to achieve them than those who don't. The act of writing goals down and creating a plan forces you to focus your energy and attention on the steps necessary to reach your desired outcome. Setting goals is not just about envisioning success, it's about outlining a practical roadmap and taking action to get there. But while goal setting is crucial, it's equally important to understand the role of action in the process. Research on productivity has shown that one of the main reasons people fail to achieve their goals is because they procrastinate or fail to act consistently. You may not notice the impact of these habits right away, but over time, their effects accumulate, and you begin to see real, lasting results. That's the magic of habits. Small actions performed consistently can lead to remarkable changes. The key is understanding that your current situation is not permanent and that by making slight shifts in your daily routine, you can begin to create the life you want. The science behind habits supports the idea that our daily actions shape our lives in more ways than we often realize. Research conducted by Duke University shows that nearly 45% of the decisions we make daily are automatic and habitual. That means almost half of what you do every single day is not even a conscious decision, it's simply a habit. This automatic behavior helps us conserve energy and time, allowing us to go about our day without constantly making decisions. However, it also means that the bad habits we have can slip under the radar, taking up valuable space in our routines without us even noticing. The science behind how habits form is equally important. According to researchers at the University College London, it takes, on average, 66 days for a new behavior to become ingrained as a habit. This isn't a quick fix. The gap between intention and action is often the biggest obstacle to success. It's easy to get excited about a goal, but turning that excitement into sustained effort is where many people fall short. Studies show that individuals who break down their goals into smaller, manageable tasks and take daily action are far more likely to succeed than those who try to tackle their goals all at once or leave them unfinished. This principle is backed by the 2-minute rule, a productivity technique that suggests starting with tasks that take only 2 minutes or less. Once you begin, you gain momentum, and the small victories build up to larger accomplishments. The key is to make consistent progress, no matter how small the steps may seem. Consistency and action lead to cumulative results, and over time, those incremental efforts add up to significant achievements. Practical advice for setting and achieving goals starts with understanding that goals must be both challenging and achievable. It's important to stretch yourself, but not to set yourself up for failure by making your goals too unrealistic. A helpful approach is to set SMART goals: specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. For example, rather than setting a vague goal like I want to be successful, aim for something more concrete, such as I want to increase my income by 20% over the next year by developing new skills and seeking new opportunities. This type of goal is clear and provides you with a framework to track your progress. Once your goal is defined, break it down into smaller, actionable steps. If your goal is to get fit, for example, your action steps might include exercising for 30 minutes a day, preparing healthier meals, and getting sufficient sleep. Each step takes you closer to your ultimate goal. Another powerful strategy is to create a vision for your life and use it as a guide for setting your goals. Visualization has been shown to be a powerful tool in achieving goals. When you visualize your desired outcome in vivid detail, it helps reinforce your commitment and strengthens your belief in the possibility of success. For example, if you're working toward a career promotion, imagine yourself in that position, see yourself achieving your goals, receiving recognition, and excelling in your new role. Goals: specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. For example, rather than setting a vague goal like I want to be successful, aim for something more concrete, such as I want to increase my income by 20% over the next year by developing new skills and seeking new opportunities. This type of goal is clear and provides you with a framework to track your progress. Once your goal is defined, break it down into smaller, actionable steps. If your goal is to get fit, for example, Your action steps might include exercising for 30 minutes a day, preparing healthier meals, and getting sufficient sleep. Each step takes you closer to your ultimate goal. Another powerful strategy is to create a vision for your life and use it as a guide for setting your goals. Visualization has been shown to be a powerful tool in achieving goals. When you visualize your desired outcome in vivid detail, it helps reinforce your commitment and strengthens your belief in the possibility of success. For example, if you're working toward a career promotion, imagine yourself in that position, see yourself achieving your goals, receiving recognition, and excelling in your new role. One of the biggest obstacles to achieving goals is fear of failure. Fear can paralyze you, causing you to procrastinate or avoid taking the necessary steps toward your goal. However, successful individuals understand that failure is a natural part of the process. Every setback is an opportunity to learn, grow, and improve. Instead of fearing failure, embrace it as a teacher. Each time you fail, ask yourself, what can I learn from this experience? What can I do differently next time? By adopting a mindset that views failure as a stepping stone, you will become more resilient and persistent in pursuing your goals. Success is rarely achieved without failure along the way, and those who succeed are those who keep going even after setbacks. In conclusion, goal setting and action are the twin pillars of success. Setting clear, specific goals provides the direction you need to focus your energy, while taking consistent action is what ultimately leads to achievement. By breaking down your goals into manageable steps, maintaining a positive mindset, and staying flexible in your approach, you can turn your dreams into reality. Remember that success doesn't happen overnight, it's the result of sustained effort and dedication. The more you act, the closer you get to your goals, and the more you will realize that the power to shape your future is in your hands. When it comes to achieving success, there is one principle that stands above all others: consistency. It is the one factor that separates those who succeed from those who don't. You can have the best ideas, the most innovative strategies, or the highest aspirations, but without consistency, your efforts will falter. Success is not achieved by one-time bursts of effort or occasional moments of brilliance. It's about showing up every single day, putting in the work, and making continuous progress towards your goals, no matter how small. Consistency builds momentum, and momentum creates the results you desire. When you are consistent, you form habits that support your growth and make success inevitable. Whether you're working on improving your health, advancing your career, or building a business, consistency is the key to long-term success. It is the daily commitment to your craft, your goals, and your future that ultimately determines your outcomes. The science behind consistency reveals just how powerful this principle is. Studies have shown that consistent effort compounds over time, leading to exponential growth and improvement. The compound effect, a concept popularized by author Darren Hardy, explains how small, seemingly insignificant actions taken consistently over time can produce remarkable results. For example, if you save a small amount of money every day or commit to reading for just 20 minutes a day, the long-term effects can be transformative. The same is true for personal and professional development. A study conducted by the University of California showed that individuals who practice consistent, deliberate action toward their goals are more likely to experience long-term success than those who take sporadic action. The key takeaway from these findings is that the power of consistency lies in its ability to build incremental progress that adds up over time. It's not about making giant leaps forward in a short amount of time, it's about taking consistent steps that add up to something much greater in the end. One of the most important aspects of consistency is its ability to form habits. Habits are the foundation of long-term success because they turn your actions into automatic behaviors. When you consistently engage in positive habits, such as exercising regularly or reading daily, these actions become second nature and require less effort over time. Research on habit formation shows that it takes an average of 66 days to form a new habit. This means that by committing to consistency for just a couple of months, you can set yourself up for success for the long haul. Once a habit is formed, it becomes much easier to stick to your goals because your actions are no longer driven by willpower alone. Instead, they are powered by the strength of your routine. The more you make consistency a part of your life, the easier it becomes to maintain progress, even when you face challenges or distractions. Consistency is also crucial for maintaining focus. When you show up every day and commit to your goals, you are reinforcing your sense of purpose and reminding yourself of the bigger picture. The key to staying on track with your goals is to focus on the process rather than obsessing over the results. If you focus too much on the end goal, it can be easy to become discouraged, especially if progress seems slow. However, when you commit to consistent effort, You shift your focus to the daily actions that are moving you forward. Over time, this consistent focus on the process will naturally lead to results, even if they don't come as quickly as you might like. Consistency allows you to stay disciplined and on track, even when the road gets tough. Real-life examples of the power of consistency are abundant. Look at any successful individual, whether they are an athlete, entrepreneur, or artist, and you'll find that their success is rooted in consistent effort. Take Michael Jordan, for example. Often considered one of the greatest basketball players of all time, Jordan didn't get there by relying on occasional bursts of effort. He spent hours each day practicing his shots, improving his skills, and conditioning his body. His success didn't happen overnight, it was the result of consistent practice and relentless effort. Similarly, in the business world, companies like Amazon and Apple became industry giants not by achieving instant success, but by consistently innovating, improving, and adapting to changing markets. Jeff Bezos, the founder of Amazon, famously said, "If you double the number of experiments you do per year, you're going to double your inventiveness." This mindset of consistent, incremental progress is what led Amazon to become the global powerhouse it is today. One of the most challenging aspects of consistency is maintaining motivation, especially when the results aren't immediately apparent. It's easy to stay motivated when you first start working on a goal, but over time, the excitement can fade, and you may begin to question whether your efforts are worth it. The key to maintaining consistency is to remember that the results of your efforts often come later rather than sooner. Jim Rohn once said, "Success is nothing more than a few simple disciplines, practiced every day." This means that the consistent actions you take today may not pay off immediately, but they will accumulate over time and produce extraordinary results. The longer you commit to your goals, the more you build the foundation for success. Trust the process, and don't get discouraged by temporary setbacks or slow progress. Another important aspect of consistency is the ability to bounce back from setbacks. Life is full of challenges, and you will inevitably face moments when things don't go according to plan. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't is the ability to stay consistent despite difficulties. Instead of allowing failure to derail you, view it as an opportunity to learn and grow. Consistency doesn't mean you won't encounter obstacles, it means that, no matter what, you keep going. Each setback is a chance to refine your approach and improve your strategy. Resilience, which is built through consistent effort, is what ultimately leads to long-term success. Remember, it's not the number of failures that determines your success, but the number of times you get up and keep going. In conclusion, consistency is the single most important factor in achieving success. It's the daily, steady commitment to your goals that leads to long-term progress and results. The power of consistency lies in its ability to compound over time, creating habits, maintaining focus, and enabling resilience in the face of challenges. Success doesn't happen overnight, it's the result of consistent effort and persistence. So, make consistency your mantra, commit to showing up every day, and trust that the small steps you take now will lead to big achievements in the future. Habits are malleable. You have the power to replace bad habits with new, healthier ones, and this can transform every aspect of your life. To understand the power of habits in the real world, consider a simple example. Let's say your goal is to get fit, but every time you think about working out, you feel overwhelmed. The idea of running a mile or going to the gym for an hour seems too daunting. This is where small, manageable habits come into play. Instead of setting an unrealistic expectation for yourself, start with something simple, like committing to 10 minutes of exercise a day. This doesn't seem overwhelming, and after a few days of consistent effort, you'll find that it becomes a part of your routine. As you begin to build that small habit, it will naturally grow. Perhaps you'll find yourself working out for 20 minutes, or you may begin to feel energized and motivated to take it further. The journey toward achieving success is not just about the strategies, goals, and habits you develop along the way, it's about how you end. In the final stages of any personal or professional journey, the culmination of all your hard work, perseverance, and planning must be followed by action. No matter how much you've learned or how well you've prepared, nothing happens unless you act. Action is the bridge between dreams and reality. It's easy to get caught up in planning, thinking, and envisioning success, but without the willingness to take the necessary steps, your dreams will remain nothing more than thoughts. Jim Rohn often said, "Don't let your learning lead to knowledge. Let your learning lead to action." The moment you act on what you've learned, you step into the arena of change, progress, and growth. Action, combined with hope, forms the foundation for transformation in every area of your life. Hope plays a crucial role in this final phase. While action is essential, Hope is the fuel that drives you to continue moving forward even when things get tough. Hope is not mere wishful thinking, it's the belief that your efforts will lead to positive outcomes, even when the road is uncertain. Hope gives you the mental and emotional strength to keep going when faced with challenges, setbacks, and difficulties. It's easy to give up when the going gets tough, but hope keeps your vision alive, reminding you that there is light at the end of the tunnel. This belief in a better future is what motivates people to persist in the face of adversity. Without hope, your efforts can feel empty and pointless. But with hope, even the smallest actions are charged with purpose and the promise of eventual success. Research has shown that hope is a critical component of success. Studies have found that individuals who maintain a hopeful outlook are more resilient and more likely to achieve their goals. According to research from the University of Miami, people with high levels of hope tend to have better coping strategies, greater perseverance, and higher levels of success in their personal and professional lives. Hope provides the emotional strength needed to overcome obstacles, and it enhances your ability to problem solve and take proactive steps toward achieving your goals. This means that when you combine hope with action, you're not only pushing yourself toward your goals, but you're also equipping yourself with the mindset needed to navigate challenges and uncertainties along the way. The power of hope is not just theoretical, it can be seen in action in the real world. For example, consider the journey of entrepreneurs who face countless obstacles in the pursuit of their business goals. Many of them experience initial failures, financial difficulties, and uncertainty about the future. Yet, those who succeed are often the ones who maintain a sense of hope and continue to take action despite the odds. Steve Jobs, the co-founder of Apple, faced many challenges early in his career, including being ousted from the company he built. However, his hope and belief in his vision for the future led him to create innovative products that revolutionized the tech industry. His story is a testament to how action, combined with hope, can transform setbacks into opportunities for growth and eventual success. In your own life, you may face moments of doubt, uncertainty, or even failure. These are the moments when you must lean on both action and hope. The key is not to let these challenges stop you from moving forward. The road to success is rarely straight or easy. There will be bumps along the way, and there will be times when the results don't come as quickly as you want. But if you continue to take consistent action, fueled by hope and a belief that better days are ahead, you will gradually make progress. Small steps taken each day, even when the outcome is uncertain, will accumulate and lead you to your desired destination. Practical advice for ending with action and hope involves taking the first step, no matter how small, toward your goal. Often, the hardest part is simply starting. Procrastination and fear can paralyze you, but the simple act of moving forward, whether it's making one phone call, writing one page, or taking one step toward your goal, creates momentum. Once you take that first step, the next one becomes easier, and the path forward becomes clearer. The more you act, the more confidence you build in your ability to succeed, and the more hope you cultivate. Keep in mind that your journey doesn't need to be perfect, and it doesn't need to happen all at once. The important thing is to keep moving forward, even in the face of uncertainty. Hope also helps you to overcome the fear of failure. It reminds you that even if things don't go as planned, the journey itself holds value. Every experience, whether positive or negative, is a learning opportunity. Hope gives you the strength to view challenges as temporary setbacks rather than permanent roadblocks. It enables you to see the bigger picture and understand that failure is simply part of the process, not the end of the road. When you maintain hope, you are more likely to take risks, step out of your comfort zone, and embrace new opportunities that bring you closer to your goals. Ending with action and hope also means celebrating small victories along the way. Acknowledge and appreciate every step forward, no matter how minor it may seem. Celebrating progress reinforces the belief that you are on the right path and boosts your motivation to keep going. Take time to recognize the effort you've put in and the improvements you've made. This sense of accomplishment propels you toward your larger goals, giving you the energy and drive to keep moving forward. In conclusion, the final step in achieving success is to take action, driven by hope. The combination of consistent effort and an optimistic outlook is what transforms dreams into reality. By maintaining hope, you can stay focused on the bigger picture, even when things get tough. And by taking action, you move from thought to reality, making progress every day. Hope and action work hand in hand to create the life you desire. So, no matter where you are on your journey, remember that it's never too late to take action, and it's never too late to hope. Keep going, keep believing, and success will follow. Now that you've heard the truth about the power of habits, personal development, belief, responsibility, and consistency, the next step is up to you. The knowledge is here, the tools are in your hands, but it's the action you take today that will determine your future. Remember, success is built day by day, moment by moment. You have the ability to change your life, to take control of your destiny, and to achieve things you once thought impossible. It won't always be easy, but if you stay consistent, keep believing, and never stop taking action, you will see the results you've been waiting for. So, take the first step right now. Start today, and make tomorrow better than yesterday. Your future is in your hands, let's go make it happen. The beauty of small habits is that they create momentum. They allow you to build a foundation that you can gradually expand upon. This is how long-lasting change happens. By starting with small actions that are easy to commit to, you begin to create a chain reaction of progress. Tracking your progress is another vital component in building habits. It's easy to lose sight of your goals if you don't actively monitor your development. Writing down your accomplishments, whether in a journal or a digital app, helps you stay accountable and motivated. When you see your improvements over time, you'll realize how far you've come, and this positive reinforcement will encourage you to keep going. In addition to tracking, it's also essential to replace old, negative habits with new, healthier ones. If you're trying to cut back on screen time before bed, for example, don't just focus on eliminating the bad habit, replace it with something better. You could read a book, meditate, or reflect on your day. This way, you're not simply depriving yourself of something, you're filling that space with a habit that contributes to your well-being. Consistency is truly the key to making habits work. It's easy to start something and feel motivated at first, but the real challenge lies in continuing when things get tough or when you don't see immediate results. According to research, the key to success is to practice your habits every single day, no matter how small. The more you repeat a positive behavior, the more it becomes ingrained in your routine. The science shows that it takes time, but with patience and dedication, your habits will shape your life in ways you never thought possible. Jim Rohn's famous quote, "Success is nothing more than a few simple disciplines, practiced every day," encapsulates this idea perfectly. It's not about doing something extraordinary once in a while, it's about doing something small but significant every day. Over time, these simple disciplines will add up to big achievements, transforming your life and helping you reach your goals. So, how do you start? The first step is to identify a small habit you can begin building today. Whether it's getting out of bed 10 minutes earlier, drinking more water, or reading a few pages of a book each night, the important thing is to start somewhere. Don't overwhelm yourself by trying to change everything at once. Instead, focus on consistency and gradually add more positive habits to your routine. It's also essential to remember that setbacks are part of the process. There will be days when you slip up or feel discouraged. But don't let those moments stop you. Instead, acknowledge them, learn from them, and keep moving forward. Habits take time to form, but once they're in place, they'll work for you automatically. With patience, persistence, and the power of daily action, you will begin to see your life change in ways that you never imagined. Personal development is the key to unlocking your full potential. It's the process of investing in yourself, constantly striving to improve, and developing new skills and habits that help you grow in both your personal and professional life. Without personal development, it's easy to fall into a state of stagnation. You might find yourself stuck in the same routine, dealing with the same challenges, and achieving the same results year after year. This sense of complacency can prevent you from reaching your goals, whether in your career, relationships, or health. Personal development pushes you to continuously evolve, face challenges head-on, and adapt to changing circumstances. It enables you to move beyond your comfort zone, open yourself to new experiences, and take actions that propel you toward success. The problem with neglecting personal development is that it limits your ability to grow. If you're not actively seeking ways to improve, you're essentially allowing yourself to remain where you are. Imagine someone who has been working in the same job for years but never takes any steps to expand their skill set or knowledge base. Over time, this person becomes less competitive, and their opportunities for career advancement diminish. The world around us is constantly evolving, and those who don't commit to personal development will find themselves falling behind. Research backs up this reality. A study conducted by the Harvard Business Review found that people who engage in continuous learning and personal growth are more likely to be successful in both their careers and personal lives. Personal development empowers you to take control of your life, move forward with purpose, and avoid the trap of complacency. In fact, studies show that personal development doesn't just enhance career prospects, but also improves overall well-being. According to research by the University of California, individuals who focus on personal growth report higher levels of happiness, fulfillment, and satisfaction in life. This is because personal development is not just about professional skills, it's about cultivating the mindset and behaviors that allow you to thrive in every aspect of your life. When you invest in your growth, you build resilience, improve your mental health, and develop a more positive outlook. Personal development gives you the tools to better handle stress, improve your decision-making, and deepen your relationships with others. The benefits extend far beyond just achieving external success, they also contribute to inner peace and fulfillment.